question. This is a pretty interesting question. Very interesting question because here the enthalpy of the reaction is already given. So usually in the rate of reaction calculations, we have to find the enthalpy of the reaction. But here the enthalpy is given. So, and what is the question about? Let us look at it carefully. So table 4.2 shows some bond energies. So the bond energies are shown, and let's carefully look at the bond energies. So C triple bond O, C triple bond O is here. So this is the bond energy. ClCl, this is the bond energy. CCl, this is the bond energy which is given. Now, if you look carefully, the C double bond O, this is the bond energy which we need to calculate. If you look at the question, use the bond energies in table 4.2 and value of delta H for the reaction to calculate the bond energy in kilojoule per mole of the C double bond O bond. So that is why this is an interesting question. The enthalpy is given. We have to find the bond energy of a particular bond. So how do we go about doing this? The method remains the same. First, we'll have to calculate the energy which will be required to break the bonds of the reactant. So we'll first find the energy that will be required to break the bond of the reactant. This would be the energy which will have to be put in the system. Then we'll find the energy which is released when the reactants are formed. And here what we'll assume is, like we do in algebra, we'll assume that this bond energy of C double bond O is X. We'll use this X, we'll form an equation like this, and then we'll calculate the value of X. This X 740, which I have calculated, this would be put here. So let's start. So the first thing that we need to do is we need to calculate the bond energy required for the C triple bond O. So C triple bond O, this is the amount of energy. This is C triple bond O. This is the amount of energy which has to be put in the system, 1075. Then if you see the second bond is ClCl. This is for ClCl also they have given the bond energy which is 240. I've put it here, 240 kilojoule per mole. So for the left hand side of the equation, let's focus only on the left side of the equation. For the left hand side of the equation, that is for the reactants, the total energy which is required to break the bond is 1315. 1315. How did I get 1315? I added 1075 and I added 240. So this is the amount of 1315 amount of energy is required to break the bonds of the left hand side, the reactants on the left hand side. Now when I look at the right hand side, I know I have the bond energies for CCl. These are the bond energies I have, but I don't have the bond energy for C double bond O. So I assume it to be X. So for CCl, because I am breaking, because bonds are being formed, this is the energy which is released. So minus 2 into 340. And for, as I have already told you, for C double bond O, this is the amount of energy which is released. So the total energy which is released is minus 680 minus X. So this is the amount of energy which is released, minus 680 minus X. Minus 680 minus X. Now, the energy which was given to the system was 1315. The energy which is released is minus 680 minus X. So what is the net energy which is released? So for calculating the net energy which is released, I will use this minus 680 minus X plus 1315. So 635 minus X is the amount of energy, is the amount of net energy which is released. And then I equate this 635 minus X to this minus 105. I hope this makes sense. So like we are doing in the other questions also, see here we just have, in the other questions, usually what happens is that we have to calculate the delta H. But here delta H is given and one of the bond energy has to be found. The sequence of events remains the same. Whatever the bond energy has to be found, assume it to be X and follow the same steps like we have been doing before. And just in the last step, you just have to equate that X to the given delta H. That is the only thing which is new here. So when I calculate the value of X, when I calculate the value of X, basic mass I'm using, so 740 is the amount of X. So here, the bond energy for C double bond O is 740 kilojoule per mole. Yeah. Now let us look at, we have done all the calculations, and now let us look at what they are asking. So calculate the energy needed to break the bonds in the reactant. So the energy, total energy which is required is plus 1315 kilojoule. That we had calculated because all the energies are given. So this would be plus 1315 kilojoule. Calculate the bond energy of the C double bond O. That also we have calculated. That is this 740 kilojoule. This is this 740 kilojoule. And finally, what is the energy released when bonds in carbonyl chloride are formed? So finally, they are asking, because you'll require the bond energy for C double bond O. So what they are asking finally is, that boss, what will be this energy? So easy way of doing this is, you had already calculated this minus 680 minus X. Now you know the value of X. So minus 680 minus 740. So this would be 8412 1 minus 1420 minus 1420 minus 1420 would be this amount of energy would be released when the carbonyl chloride would be formed. And now let us audit whether our answer is correct. So this is the energy which is released when the reactant is formed. The energy which is required to break the bond is 1315. And the net energy is minus 105. This is the enthalpy of the reaction, which is equal to what is given as the answer. So this is a bit different from the other questions. Very interesting question. This was asked in February, March 2025. So last year in the February, March session, they had asked this. So hope this makes sense. Let's move on to the next question. Looking at a few enthalpy reactions now, where we have to calculate the enthalpies, and more or less in every chemistry